Good evening. It is Zach Bloche, and in this video, I'm going to do actually my first book review video. This is How to Become a CEO by Jeffrey J. Fox, the rules for rising to the top of any organization. And I actually finished reading this today. This is a book that my friend borrowed me that actually her very well off, I'll say, uncle gave to her when she was a younger lady. And basically it was because he believed in her to become something more, and she is currently in a pretty good position at her company. She let me borrow it just because I actually met her uncle, and he was a really nice guy, and he was a nice business person to talk to. So that said, I thought I'd give my just review. I don't normally do I haven't previously done these before, but that's just extra details. So, what this book was about, just to sort of give the summary here, basically it gives a bunch of useful advice for a person who is currently in a position at some company and wants to sort of start getting a better, basically wants to position themselves better in a way that can help them, in general, potentially become CEO one day. That's the whole point of this book, of how to actually get there. And after reading it, a lot of the things, I wouldn't say they're super controversial, or I wouldn't say they're super crazy. Basically it's take care of yourself, don't talk bad about other people, don't write a nasty memo, and a lot of useful stuff. In general, it's okay. So basically, if you could just summarize this book, it's be nice to people. Don't necessarily keep professional relationships with the people at your job or business. Don't get all buddy and necessarily friendly with the higher ups, just because you want to keep that level of professionalism, because you're the priority for management and getting hired and promotions and that sort of thing. It's about performance. It's not necessarily how persuasive you are to other people. That's maybe a part of it, but you can't you won't necessarily get there just through talking. You have to be a bit more strategic. Find the commonalities between the people who are at the top. See if they had any sort of at the top of a organization. I mean, and you have to see or do the things that would make them feel like you're one of them. In this hypothetical situation, it's you need to sort of clear a path for your boss and your boss's boss, in order to kind of take things off of their plate. So that is just basic simple things like taking more responsibility, always saying yes to their help requests, for business stuff, and pretty much stuff like that. It's just take time to plan things, make sure you're spending time with your family, a lot of stuff that I guess would be sort of counterintuitive in a business sense. But he also says make the most out of your travel time by just working a lot if you're working or traveling for business. And it's just, I think it's just a bunch of general advice from this Jeffrey J. Fox guy. So is it the best book ever? Is it for me, I wouldn't say every chapter is super useful, because I don't personally work for a company. At least at the moment I work for myself and trying to help people learn software, and I'm mostly consulting at this point. And at the same time, if I were to sort of get hired, there are, I guess there are useful things in general, because like my sort of like, technically boss is sort of like my customers. Now you can't build a business off a single customer, but at the same time, that is how you can make a sale. So like it is just generally good advice. Like focus on like sales, focus on performance, focus on jobs that directly affect the bottom line of a business, not just like slinging coffee or whatever, something that is easily replaceable. Unless you're trying to take more and more responsibility and get to a place, like unless that's a promotion position, I would say. So that said, yeah, overall it was a good book. It was a very easy read, like not a lot of words in it. So adding that to my book list. And yeah, like I'll probably go through this and just check it out a few more times. But yeah, as far as like just being able to generally put a plan together, be nice, give credit to people, like give credit where credit is due, and a few things for just like working harder. Like yeah, it's a decent book just to go through and sort of, maybe if you've already read a bunch of these self-help books, sort of go back and remind you about them, or like remind some of the lessons, that sort of thing. I think it would be a good maybe like starter book for someone who is maybe in like a bigger organization situation. Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it. Yep. That's the book. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, my first book review. It's a bit of a random video, but hope you guys liked it. So I'll do a little cheese for the thumbnail. Yeah, and that's it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, bye for now.